morning, ma'am. My name is Bonram Dika. Our topic today is measure of the tendency of unbroken data. Objectives. You can define the mean, median, and mode. 2. You can define the mean, median, and mode of the given set of data. Number 3. You can describe the data in terms of the mean, median, and mode. Measure of central tendency is simply an average or typical value in a set of score. Calculating measure of central tendency. Measure of central tendency are single numbers that provide summary information about an entire set of data. Without listing every single data value, these single values represent the middle of or the central values of the data and are helpful in comparing different sets of data. There are three main measures of central tendency. First, the mean, second, the median, and the third is the mode. We use different methods to calculate measure of central tendency or unbroken growth data. First, the mean. The mean is the sum of a set of values divided by the number of values in the set. It represents the average value of the data set. So it can be expressed in a mathematical notation like this, where x is the symbol used for the mean, and it means at all x value in the set from the first I equal to 1 to the last I equals to n. You are probably, this one is example. You are probably familiar with the concept of an average. We have calculated your average test or exam result to show how well you have done. You add all your results together and then divide by the total number of results. What are you calculating is the mean of the marks. We can calculate the mean result of each group above as the way to compare them. Work out the mean result of each of this group. First one is the group A, 35. First group A, 45% plus 60% plus 65% plus 72% plus 85% plus 67% plus 74% plus 57% plus 24% plus 36% plus 55% all over 11 equals 670 over 11 of 6. Let's compute to the percent. Group B, 48% plus 52% plus 67% plus 76% plus 83% plus 73% plus 69% plus 38% plus 75% plus 75% again plus 79% plus 81% all over 12 and 817 over 12. Let's compute to the percent. 68.51%. Group A had a mean mark of 69.9% and Group B had a mean mark of 68.1%. Therefore, we can say that on average, Group B did better. The median. The median, another measure of central tendency we can use to compare data sets, is the mean median. The median is the value in the data set that splits the whole data set into a lower half and an upper half. To work out the median, we first need to sort the elements in the data set in ascending order. So to calculate the median of the group A result above, we do the following. First is to place the result in ascending order. 24%, 36%, 45%, 55%, 60%, 65%, 67%, 72%, 74%, 75%, 55%, 7%. Number 2 is find the middle value that splits the whole data sets into a lower half and upper half. First is 24%, 36%, 45%, 55%, 60%, 65%, 67%, 22%, 54%, 85%, 37%. So, 65% up. The median value of group A is 65%. In this case, finding the median was simple because there were an odd number or 11 of values. But what happens when the data has an even number of values like a group B? List the result ascending order. 38%, 48%, 52%, 68%, 69%, 73%, 75%, 75% again, 76, 79%, 81%, 83%. Number 2 is to find the middle values that split the whole data set into lower half and upper half. First is 38%, 48%, 52%, 68%, 69%, 73%, 75%, 75% again, 76%, 79%, 81%, and 83%. So this is the half and half. Lower half and upper half. 3 is find the mean of these two values. Which so plus 73 and 75 divided by 2 because there are 2. Because 148 divided over 2 was 74. The median value of group B is 74%. Take note now, median is the median is the middle value when the data set has arranged from the lowest to the highest. The mode referred as the most frequent occurring value in a given set of data. Example, the size of the print cut selected at random are 40, 42, 48, 46, 42, 49, 43, 42, 38. The mode is 42 because it is the measure that occurs the most number of times. So let's go back to another example. This the group A and the group B. So let's go back to this another example. Though group A and group B have modes, if so, what are these? In group A, there is no value that is repeated most often. In fact, all values occur only once. In group B, however, there are 75% is repeated. It occurs twice. Every other values occur only once. Therefore, group B has a mode and it is 75%. The mode is not used very often when selecting data, but it can be useful in certain circumstances. It is an appropriate measure to use qualitative data, for example, survey on a car or reference. The mode is the value that is repeated most often in the data set. If there is no one value that is repeated most often, then the data set has no mode or is multimodal as more than one mode. Take note, the mode is the value that occurs most often in the set. Again, most often a continuous data set will have no mode since continuous values can lie anywhere on the real line. Any particular value will almost never repeat. This means the frequency of each value in the data set will be 1 and there will be no mode. And summary now, in this unit, you have learned the following. First is that there are 3 simple ways to represent the middle of the quantitative data set, the mean, the median, and the mode. Number 2 is the mean. The mean is the sum of all values divided by the other number of values. 3. The median is the middle value when the values are arranged from smallest to biggest. Last one is the mode. Mode is the value occurs most often with the high frequency. And that's all. So, again, my name is
Automatic niya kanila. Thank you.